Hello students, welcome to my channel. Now we are going to start chapter 2 class 10th, Old Man at the Bridge. Before starting this chapter, I would like to give short introduction about the chapter and the background of the story so that it will be easy for you to understand it. The Old Man at the Bridge is a beautiful story written by Ernest Hemingway. He was an American novelist, short story writer and a journalist. In 1954, he won the Nobel Prize in Literature. So he was a famous writer of America. This story is a conversation between soldier and an old man at the pontoon bridge. There was a civil war in Spain. Now we must know and understand what is civil war. Civil war is a war between two groups of people who live in the same country and they have different ideologies or opinion, and due to this different ideology and opinion they have clash in the among the people, and due to this there was a clash in Spain, and there were two political parties in Spain that time, the Republican Party and the Fascist Party. So civil war started on Easter Sunday. It was the feast day of Christians, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So already I have told you there were two groups in Spain, Republican soldiers and fascist groups, fascist soldiers. Now we must know what is fascism. Fascism is an autocratic way of ruling the country with the idea of one nation, one language, one religion and one authority. And some people did not like this system and they opposed. When they opposed, the fascist army started attacking over them. And due to this civil war, the old man had to leave his hometown, San Carlo. The old man was 76 years old and he was healthy and physically fit. The captain means here the head of the village, Mukhia told that he has to leave his village without delay because there was a risk of artillery fire, because the army was advancing and there was a risk of artillery fire. तोप के गोले दागे जा सकते थे गांव में. Thus he was forced to leave the village. He walked 12 kilometers from his hometown San Carlo to Pontoon Bridge, and he was very tired and he was no more able to walk. And he was the last person to leave his village. Mostly all of them had left village to save their lives and they were on the process of crossing the pontoon bridge. And he had no family, no wife, no sons, no daughters. But he was taking care of animals and they were their family members like, and he loved them very much. And he had a lot of concern for the animals. He had 2 goats, 1 cat and 4 pairs of pigeon or dove. He was much worried about the safety of his pet animals and less worried about his own safety. And on the other hand, we see that the fascist army was advancing towards the bridge. And this man is still waiting there and he was worried about the safety of his pet animals. Anyway, before leaving home, he had freed all his pet animals from the cage. He freed all of them, liberated them, and he walked towards Pontoon Bridge. And as we know, he was not much worried about his own life, but he was much worried about his pet animals because he loved them so much. And this worry makes him mentally and physically very, very tired. You might have noticed when you are tired, mentally tired, or when you are worried, your body also becomes very dull. After having walked 12 kilometers, the old man sits in the middle of the pontoon bridge and he was no more able to walk. He was very, very tired. Almost all of them had crossed the bridge with their carts and to save their lives. Here the soldier meets the old man at the pontoon bridge, as it is depicted in the story. He was the last person to leave the village. Okay, some soldiers were helping people there at the bridge. They had duty to help the people so that they can move faster, run away faster. And this soldier was also given duty there to look after the bridge and find out how far the enemy has arrived or advancing. And pontoon bridge, it is a bridge which can be opened and closed. So his duty was to take care of the bridge when all the people would have crossed, and his duty was to open the bridge so that the enemy cannot pass. The narrator noticed that he had a rimmed steel spectacles and his clothes were very dusty, muddy, because he had walked in a muddy path. He was very tired and unable to walk anymore, as I have told. But soldier wanted to help him, and he asked about his native place, about his family, and so on. So there is a conversation, and the old man replied with his smile that he belongs to San Carlo, and both of them belong to the same place. So they had a beautiful smile. When the soldier asked to get on a truck which was going towards Barcelona town, so the soldier is asking to get up and get in the truck so that you can save your life, and this truck is going towards Barcelona. And he said that he did not know anybody in that area, that location, and he refused to do so. So the soldier left him at his own fate, at his own luck. And the army might have come and they might have killed him. So this story gives me a moral lesson that the ordinary people have nothing to do with politics. But when the war cracks in any country, a lot of innocent and ordinary people are killed and they die. Let us come back to our text. An old man with steel rimmed spectacle and very dusty clothes sat by the side of the road. So the story begins at the pontoon bridge. Old man is sitting, and how he has walked I have already mentioned during introduction. And there was a pontoon bridge across the river, and carts, trucks, and men, women, and children were crossing. In order to save their lives, the people were crossing, trying to run away from there as quickly as possible. The mule-drawn carts staggered means moved, staggered up the steep bank from the bridge, and soldiers helping push against the spokes of the wheels. So there was a mud while crossing river on the steep. So the soldiers were helping and pushing the wheels of the carts so that they can move faster. The trucks ground up away, heading out of it, and all pigeons plodded along in an ankle-deep dust. So वहाँ पे कादो भरा हुआ था, कीचड़ भरा हुआ था नदी के पास, और वहाँ पे चक्का फंस गया था, जिसे कुछ सिपाही लोग ढकेल कर उनके कार्ट को आगे बढ़ा रहे थे. And plodded means they were very tired. Some farmers were there, and these farmers were very tired and they were unable to move further. It was my business to cross the bridge, explore the bridgehead beyond, and find out to what point the enemy had advanced. So this soldier had duty. He was given charge to look after bridge and find out how far the enemy has arrived and help people to run away quickly. I did this and returned over the bridge. There were not so many carts now, very few people on foot, but old man was still there. So almost all of them had crossed, and very few cars were there, and few people were still walking on foot to cross the bridge. But he noticed that there was an old man still sitting there at the bridge. So he goes, and the conversation begins now. Where do you come from? I asked. So the narrator or soldier is asking that, where do you come from? Where is your home? From San Carlos, he said and smiled. So the old man replied with a gentle smile that he belongs to San Carlo. That was the native town, and so it gave him pleasure to mention it, and he smiled. So both of them smiled, since both of them belong to the same place. And a smile gives a beautiful impact. I was taking care of animals, he explained. So still his mind is at home. He is still worried about his pet animals. So without asking question, he himself is replying that I was taking care of animals. Oh, I said, not quite understanding. The soldier could not understand what the uh, old man wanted to say. So he is asking, I don't understand what you speak. Yes, he said, I stayed, you see, taking care of animals, and I was last one to leave the town of San Carlos. He did not look like shepherd, nor a herdsman, and I looked at his black dusty clothes and his grey dusty face, and his steel rimmed spectacles, and said, what animals were they? So the soldier or the narrator noticed that he did not look like shepherd. वो चरवाहे की तरह नहीं लग रहा था. That's why he questioned him, what type of animals you were taking care of? So the old man replies, various animals. And he said, and shook his head, I had to leave them. So with great pain, he says that I had various animals, I was taking care of them, and it's very sad for me to leave them alone. And he's much worried about the safety of animals and not much worried about his own safety. I was watching the bridge, an African looking country of the Ebro Delta, wondering how long now it would be before we would see the enemy. And listening all the while the first noises that would signal that ever mysterious event called contact, and the old man is still sat there. So as we know, his duty was to help the people in crossing the bridge, and same time his duty was also to notice or observe how far the enemy has arrived, and accordingly the bridge would be closed, open. What animals were they? I asked. There were 3 animals altogether. So the soldier is asking, what type of animals were they? So the old man replies, there were altogether 3 animals. He explained, there were 2 goats, a cat, and then there were 4 pairs of pigeons. And you had to leave them? I asked. So narrator is asking, and you left all of them? Yes, because of the artillery. So the old man replies that I have to leave them. The village captain forced me to leave the village because of this artillery fire. The captain told me to go because of the artillery. And you have no family? Now the narrator is asking that whether he had family or no. I asked, watching the far of the bridge, where a few list cars were hurrying down the slope of the bank. So he wanted to know about his family members. Where are they? And he looked towards bridge, and the few cars were there on the slope of the river, and they were crossing. So old man replies, no, he said, only the animals I stated. So he said, I have no family members, only I told that animals were there with me. The kite of course, will be all right. So he's much worried about animals, and he says that cat can manage or can survive. A cat can look out of itself. So cat can manage to survive itself. It can find food and survive. But I cannot think what will become to the others. So he is not much worried now for cat, but he is much more worried about goat and pigeons. What politics have you? I asked. So the narrator wanted to know which political party the old man was favoring. I am without politics, he said. But the old man replied that neither I support Republican Party nor Fascist Party. I have nothing to do with politics. So this was the reply of old man. I am 76 years old. I have come 12 kilometers now, and I think now I can go no further. So the old man's age is 76, and he has walked 12 kilometers, and he is very tired, and he is no more able to walk further. This is not a good place to stop, I said. So narrator said, this is a not a good place, or this place is not safe to stay here. So please run away from here as soon as possible. If you can make it, there are trucks up the road where it fogs for Tortosa. So he is trying to convince him, help him that there are trucks on the road. If you want, you can get in the truck, and so that the truck will take you to the safest place. I will wait a while, he said, and then I will go. Where do the trucks go? Then the old man says, since I am very tired, so I would like to rest here for a while. When I will rest, I will again get up and go from here. Then he is asking that where do the trucks go? He wanted to know where the truck is going. So the narrator replies, towards Barcelona. So the truck was going towards Barcelona. Barcelona is a town, city of Spain. I know no one in that direction, he said. So the old man said, I do not know anybody in that direction. There are no relatives in that direction. But thank you very much. Thank you again very much. And the old man is thanking the soldier for helping him. Okay, next. He looked at me very blankly and tiredly. Then he said, having to share his worry with someone, the cat will be all right, I am sure. So he looked at the narrator and he said that cat will be all right, cat can manage. Again he is repeating the same thing. There is no need to be unquiet about the cat. So he said there is no need of worrying about the cat. But the others, now he is thinking that what will happen to the other animals. Now what do you think about the others? So the narrator is asking, what do you think about the other animals? Why, they'll probably come through it all right. So the narrator said, they will also survive. They will be all right there. They will find their food and survive there. Why not? I said, watching the far bank where now there were no carts. So almost the carts have crossed the bridge. The people also almost they had crossed. And still this old man was sitting there and talking to the narrator. But what will they do under the artillery when I was told to leave because of the artillery? So he is again worried about their pet animals. His mind and heart is still fixed in his village. Did you leave the dove cage unlocked? I asked. So narrator wanted to know whether he has freed the pigeon or dove from the cage or no. So old man replied, yes, I have freed them from the cage. Then they will fly. So the narrator told him that if you have freed them from the cage, if you have unlocked them, they will fly and they will run away and find food and survive. Yes, certainly they will fly. But the others? So again the old man is worried about now goat. It's better not to think about the others, he said. So narrator wanted to help the old man that it is not good to think about the other animals and so on. Now forget about them. And now you think about your safety, about safety of your life. You must be very concerned about yourself. If you are rested, I would go, I urged. Get up and try to walk now. So the narrator said, if you have taken enough rest, if you are able to walk, you walk now, get up now and go. Thank you, he said. Got to his feet, swayed from side to side, and then he sat backwards in the dust. So after thanking the narrator, old man got up again. He tried to stand up and he tried to walk, and as he walked little and he sat back there again. It means he was very tired, no more able to walk. Then again he said, I was taking care of animals, he said duly, but no longer to me. I was only taking care of animals. So he is much worried and he has a lot of concern about the safety of animals and not about his own safety. So still his mind and heart is fixed on animals since he loved them so much. There was nothing to do about him. It was Easter Sunday. When the war cracked, it was Easter Sunday. It was the day of resurrection of Jesus Christ. And on that day, Christians celebrate feast. And this war started the same day. And the fascists were advancing towards the Ebro. Ebro is the name of Delta, and this army, fascist army, was advancing or coming towards Ebro Delta. It was a grey overcast day with a low ceiling, so their planes were not up. Okay, so the weather was cloudy grey, so their planes were not up. That and the fact that cats now how to look after themselves was all the good luck that old man would ever have. So this is a very simple story. I hope you have understood, and thank you for watching my video. Give your suggestion through comments so that I can improve my teaching. I am also just learning how to teach well. Thank you very much.